Hey, welcome back. 2 p.m. with the Trigger. It's a beautiful day, and we're back once again to help you shine on camera, shine on stage, to help that elevate you and your brand authority. And today we really are going to get into camera presence. How do you command the stage through the camera lens, whether it's live in person or especially if it's virtually? You and your brand are so important. You want to learn how to leverage yourself, up level yourself, and have a great personality, a great presence on camera. It's not easy. And especially if you're in the executive space, you want to learn how to do this. You want to really leverage this to your full advantage. Good afternoon, Jan. Great to see you here as the crowd begins to shuffle on in. Building a strong executive presence. It's really a challenge sometimes. And how do you fall in love with the camera? What are the best ways to leverage it? How do you best transform yourself and look natural at this? Those are all great questions, and we're going to dive into some of that today. But let me make a statement to start us off here. If you are an executive, if you are a CEO, high-level management, whether it's a big company or a small company, the digital age is here to stay. The camera is never going away. The virtual stage is never going away. We need to come to grips with now. We need to leverage it, use it better and better. It's essential to learn how to do this through the camera lens for communication, for credibility, for your influence, to build your digital marketplace or your media brand empire, as we call it here at Rock the Stage. So we're going to get right into this today. I've got 3 key points. And the first one is you do want to learn how to command your visual presence right here. You want to own this space in a way that sets you apart from anybody else, but also it shows the best of who you are and what you do, why you do it. And Jan's got comments coming in already. Camera. That's right. Forget it's even there. That's exactly it. You need to fall in love with this camera. So part of it is learning that camera presence. It's there, but you don't want to think about it. You just naturally want to own this stage. First of all, you want to dress appropriately. It doesn't matter if it's a formal occasion or a casual occasion. If it's formal, dress for it. If it's casual, go for it. Make sure you're matching the group you're communicating with. Now, with that, I do want to say, because you are on camera, wear solid colors. Solid colors are less distracting. The camera picks them up better. It adds to how smooth and slick you look on camera. Avoid reds. Reds often bleed. They also make you look like you've gained a couple pounds when you really have not. And we all know the camera does add to your weight gain. But we want to lessen the impact. Don't wear red. Now, let me talk about one of my favorite subjects. And I don't get enough time to talk about it. But your environment, your background is so important. This is your billboard. This is your space to really elevate who you are and showcase yourself. Whether it's an in-person set or a virtual set like I use, you want this to speak volumes for you. Now, I'm a media guy. I'm media 24/7. So I often use a media type setting. But let me show you this. If you are in the executive space and if you are wanting to show that you kind of lead from that position, here's a simple way. Let's say you're going to do a meeting with your staff, with your team. Why not have a skyscraper? Why not have some sort of real good, it shows that you're a power, you're an authority, you're a leader in the C-suite. Something like this is simple and clean, but it really puts the people thinking, wow, he or she really are a top level leader. Think about what you have around you. If you're in a physical set, build a physical set that elevates you and shows you as the executive you are. Maybe you have some of your hobbies or some of your things that you enjoy writing or reading about, but somehow demonstrate using your space to amplify you. 70% of what we understand and learn is nonverbal. Think of all the space you have right here to communicate for you. Let the room speak for you, but leverage the space. I've got plenty of room that I can move in this, and it's not going to deter from anything that's on my screen. I can live in this. I can show up in this, and I can own this stage. It adds credibility, and it just has a clean pop to it. You want to pop off the camera stage. Someone who did this very well was Barack Obama. Former President Barack Obama had a great personality that came through the camera, came through your TVs, and you felt his leadership, his authority, his passion. Learn how to command the presence of your stage and show up better and better. Now, what's just as important is learn how to use eye contact. Eye contact is you directly through that camera. I still see it today. I saw it yesterday in a call with top leaders from the Washington, D.C. area, influencers. I still saw a couple of them where their head is at the bottom of the frame. That's not commanding the stage, and your eyes are not on camera. It looks awkward. I still see people with the camera coming up their face, and it's elongated. It doesn't look right. You want to practice, and I do mean practice. Where does the camera meet you so it looks natural and you're talking right through the person? They're your best friend, they're your girlfriend, they're your wife, they're your colleague that you trust so much. You need to talk and communicate through the lens, but that direct eye contact is like the firm handshake. People know you're talking to them. We are talking to the masses. But with your eyes, you're talking to one at a time, and it's so powerful if you learn to leverage the virtual stage and the camera. Number 3 that we're going to get into now kind of encompasses everything here a little bit today, but it is you want to learn how to leverage your body language. I work with so many different people where they get on camera and it turns on and they go from animated and laughter and loose and fun, and they go to being a very stiff cardboard. You have space. You have plenty of space if you learn how to leverage this and use your body language. Again, 70% of what we learn is nonverbal. If you learn how to leverage the physicality of who you are, how you speak, how you show up, how you leverage your stage, and if you show you have freedom to move about and lean in, have a good hand movement, have a gesture. Hey, if you have props, learn how to leverage props as part of that physicality. Now, don't overdo it because you're not doing comedy routine, but little simple props can help to communicate while your body is communicating. And here's Jan taking beautiful notes again to reinforce everything I'm saying. Wonderful. Thank you, Jan, for following along and helping with us today again. But you do want to get physical. You want to be able to lean into the camera when something is very important. Part of that is also a different topic. We can come back to it later, but it's when you lean in, you drop down your voice. You get people to lean in with you a little bit. They want to learn about what you're saying, what's going on. If you want to step back and make a grand gesture, you're going to raise your voice and get big. You're going to use the physicality. Yes, it's a little bit theatrical. Yes, it's a little bit of learning how to use everything you have to your full advantage. Now, when we get physical, you need to also think about what you're wearing. For ladies, don't wear too much jewelry. Your wrist danglies will all make noise. You don't want that. I know it looks beautiful and amazing, but keep it simple. Don't have too many watches, too many, long dangling earrings. Sometimes you can even make noise with the microphones, but keep it simple. For men, don't wear a bunch of different rings looking like you won the Super Bowl and you're going to cheer that Super Bowl on one more time. You want to look elegant. You want to look sharp. You do want to have some pop to you. For the ladies, here's the secret that you can use. Get something shiny, reflective, a nice little brooch around the neck. When it grabs the light, it actually amplifies your face. It's one of those simple things, clean, sharp, elegant looking, but it will add the pop and the sizzle. And again, as an executive leader, you are going to shine above anything else. Now, let's go back here one more time because I'm going to go back to number 1. One thing I left out was that you do want to learn how to command the stage. So do like I'm doing today. stand up. This is the number one secret that changes your presentation when you are the executive leader, when you are the thought leader, when you are the keynote spokesperson. You may be completely alone in your home, your studio, your office. Learn how to set up your camera, learn how to set up your material, and stand up. You have more of that physicality we talked about. You have more of that stage presence as we talked about. Your whole body now can move and you are free to fully express yourself. Learn to present standing up. It may be a keynote, and I still see people today sitting down delivering a keynote. You only get half the body, half the energy. They're usually taking notes and reading them very intently and focusing, or they're looking off screen to a second screen and talking with you because they need to read the script sitting down. Learn to command the stage. Get yourself a teleprompter if you need to. Get yourself a second screen to have the notes where you can see them. I have a bunch of tricks that can help you literally stay focused, eyes on the camera, and still have your notes, still be able to deliver, still be able to be free and move and express and leverage the fullness of the camera and the stage that you have. You have a stage. No matter if you're a small business and you think, hey, I don't have a stage, I don't have the reach, I don't have the influence, but I want to leverage media. You have a stage. It's exactly where you are with your company. It's your stage. In the C-suite, in the executive office, you have the potential for a great stage. You want to reach your team. You want to educate. You want to lead. You want to empower them. You want to communicate to your global team. What a better way than ever before now to present and lead through the camera lens. But do it right. Take the time to invest in your persona, your presence on camera. This is a major game changer, and it will not change. This is not going no way. Pandemic is over, and more people are leveraging the camera, the virtual stage, live streaming like I do every day. We're on 5 channels right now. I leverage this every day on 5 channels. I coach people how to show up and rock the stage because this is important to you as a leader to learn and master this. Hey, if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about and what we do with Rock the Stage Media, all you have to do is book a call. Hit that QR code. There is much more to commanding the stage as an executive leader of how to have that camera presence. You see people, you know how they do it, but do you know how to do it? Well, let me help you. Let's talk about what you're doing, what you want to do, and help you elevate you and your skills to go higher and higher, to shine brighter and brighter. This is a new age we live in. This is a powerful time we live in that we get to use leverage media like never, ever before. Never in our lives have we been able to literally stand on stage like an actor, a movie star, a celebrity, and leverage it for our own companies. Leverage it for our new media empire that we're building. Leverage it for the important message that you need to tell about your startup business. Whatever it is, the virtual stage can be your best friend, and learning how to fall in love with the camera is a big part of it. Jan's coming back once again. Rich can teach you to rock the stage. Hey, thank you, Jan, for the reinforcement. I greatly appreciate. Hey, and don't forget, coming up tonight, we do have Rock the Stage live. And tonight, we are going to go Hollywood. We have not one guest, but 2 guests tonight. And we're going to talk about the strike. We're going to talk about industry standards that are changing, like I'm describing right here. The impact of us as solopreneurs, as content creators, is impacting Hollywood. And with this strike, we have a great opportunity to step in the gap and shine even brighter. Join us at 7 o'clock Eastern time tonight when we go rock the stage, and we will have 2 amazing guests, David Woods and William Breslow. Will be streaming back on these same channels live at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Hey, that's going to do it for today on the Trigger, Rich Bontrager. Thanks for being with us. Come back tomorrow for more 2 p.m. live with the Trigger, as we help you shine on camera, shine on stage, elevate you and your brand authority. We'll see you then.